All right, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing you Q&A number 14. As always, I get all of my questions from Twitter, so if you would like to be included in a future Q&A, just follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below, and just ask me whatever questions you want whenever I tweet out for them, and you might be in the next episode. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I guess we can start with the finals predictions. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, but I think the day that I upload this is going to be the same day as game one, but I'll tweet out my prediction as well, and it will match up with this video. So even if this video goes up too late, the prediction will still be valid. So I thought about this, and I think I'm going to have to go with Warriors in 6, and I say that because I think they'll have one bad game as a team, and I think there's going to be another game where LeBron or Kyrie, or maybe even both at the same time, will just go off and pull out the win for the team no matter what. So those are the two L's I can see happening. But I do have to point out, I'm not too confident in the pick. I mean, they are the favorite. They got home court advantage, 4 All-Stars, 2 MVPs, 3 All-NBA. It really makes sense that they should win, but as we saw last year, things don't always work out the way that they're supposed to. But I'm also going to go out on a limb here, I guess, and say I think this is going to be the year that Steph actually plays to his normal expectations in the finals. I shouldn't even say that in this video because now he's probably going to play like shit and then everybody's going to roast me on Twitter or whatever, but it's the third final in a row. Like, this is his fucking chance to finally show up, man. No excuses. There's no reason for him not to, so I think this is the year where he actually will play at the level he's supposed to play at. And if he doesn't, fuck it. That's why KD's here, right? So one of them gotta play well, man. You can't tell me that both of them are gonna play terrible for the entire finals, man. Like, I can't imagine that both of them will disappear in the finals, so we'll have to see what happens. Alright, question number 2 comes from Chase Long. He says, would you rather have sex with a man or a feminist? My initial thought was a feminist, right? Because at least it's a girl, but I was thinking about it a little bit deeper, and I think I came up with the perfect answer. I think I found a little bit of a loophole. So I'm gonna have to pick man. No homo, of course, but I'm gonna pick a transgender man. So, you know, that way, even though it's actually a man, it still looks like a girl because, hey man, some of these transgenders, they low-key be looking. Hey, we saw that one on stream the other day. Hey, she was low-key, he, she, whatever. She was looking all right, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like since all feminists are pretty much guaranteed to be beluga status, I think you have a much higher chance of finding a good-looking transgender male than a good-looking feminist. You know, it's like a 10% chance versus a 0.01% chance. You gotta take the risk, of course, that, hey, she might just be rocking with that meat, you know what I mean? You never know, but I feel like that's a chance that I'm willing to take, so I gotta go 100% with the man in this situation. Next question comes from Lev Rezify. He says, what are your thoughts on fidget spinners? Okay, I actually do not own a fidget spinner. I've never even like held one or anything. I kind of want to just try it out just to see what all the hype is about, but I really don't understand it. I mean, I feel like it's something for like little kids to be excited about, and I definitely can't bring myself to the store and buy one. Like, just imagine a grown-ass man going up to the register buying a fidget spinner. Like, that's not happening, dude. I'm not trying to get bullied. Or just imagine like I go to the park and I walk up to a little kid on a swing set. I'm like, hey there, little buddy, can I borrow your fidget spinner for a sec? I just want to try it out. Hell no. I'm about to get arrested right there on the spot. They're going to think I'm a pedophile or something. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess maybe I can order one online or something. I think they're only like $5. Not like they're expensive. That's probably the best solution. But honestly, I really don't care that much. Like, I bet I would find it cool for like 5 seconds. I would spin it like twice and be like, okay, that's cool. And then I'd be done with it. So I don't know. I just don't understand what's so cool about them. I feel like it's just little kids hyping this shit up. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are actually really cool. I don't know. All right, next question comes from Quiet SG. He says, no homo, but how big is your dong? Well, thankfully he added in the no homo. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to answer this question. But I'm pretty sure every Q&A I've ever done from the last like year or so, at least 5 people asked me the same exact question. I never answered it. So I guess we'll just answer it this one time so that everyone will be satisfied. satisfied. So you guys know what a monster can looks like, just like a regular green and black monster can, just the basic one. Just imagine that in your head right now. Actually, just imagine it with your hands. Just two-hand that thing right now in front of you. So you're imagining that, right? Well, basically nothing even close to that at all. It's actually much smaller. It's more like one of those 5-hour energy bottles. I don't know if you have those where you live, but they have them in like the gas station stuff. It's pretty much one of those things. So, you know, I'm rocking pretty solid over here. Alright, next, I had a bunch of people asking me about the dunk situation. So, I actually do have a video I can include in this video to show you some progress. Disclaimer, I don't have a shirt on because I didn't really record this video to post on YouTube. It was more for myself so I can like visually see where I'm at, kind of like a progression thing. But this video is from like 2 weeks ago just to show you kind of where I'm at currently. And now, just to put some perspective on that, because it's kind of hard to judge, I guess, here are my stats. I got this from some website. If you want to do it, I think it's called like dunkcalculator.com. As you can see, it says I need a 30-inch vertical to touch the rim, and I think it just bases that off of the rim is at 10 feet, you subtract your reach, and that leaves me with 30 inches, right? And I need a 36-inch vertical to dunk, and they just add 6 inches, I guess, or whatever. But if you look at where my hand is on the video, you can see that all of my fingers have cleared the rim, and like I'm kind of holding on to it with the top part of my palm. So that's about 4 inches right there. So 4 inches above the rim puts me at about a 34-inch vertical. And now, while this thing says I only need a 36, that doesn't seem accurate to me because I know with 2 more inches, I still wouldn't be able to dunk. I think it's more like you need your entire hand clearing the rim, so all the way up until your wrist. At that point, yeah, you could probably dunk. So for me to do that, I would need about a 38-inch vertical, which is pretty incredible. I'm pretty sure most people in the NBA don't even have a 38-inch vertical. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep working on it and see what happens, but I just feel like it's probably unlikely because there comes a certain point where you just hit your limit, and I don't think I'm at my limit just yet, but I think I'm pretty close. So I just don't know if my body will ever be capable of doing it. Eventually there is a limit, so I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I'm gonna keep trying since I am, you know, within about 4 inches away from doing it. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Alright, and the final question comes from Shabuzis, I think. I don't know, respect for the Giannis Avi, but what was the biggest let me catch my son moment in your life where your dad caught you doing something weird? Honestly, I don't even know, man. Like, I'm not a weird kid, but actually, okay, hold on. I guess one time my dad caught me jerking off. All right, hold on. Actually, wait, pause, everybody rewind. That's not the correct way for me to word that, all right? Because it wasn't like he walked in my room and I got my meat out stroking or whatever. It wasn't nothing like that. I guess I'll have to go into it real quickly, all right? So we'll have a quick story time to end the video. So this was back when I was like 11 or 12 years old. I was pretty young. This is when I first discovered that there was porn on the internet. Now, I'm kind of old, so when I was 12 years old, there wasn't any smartphones, all right? I couldn't just pull out my iPhone and get on the internet. And I also didn't have my own personal laptop either yet. So we had one computer in our house. It was like the family computer. Everyone used that computer if you needed to get on the internet. So I was on that. I don't even remember what I was looking at. I was still new to the game, all right? I wasn't a true professional like I am today, but basically how I ended up getting caught was I did clear my history. You know, I wasn't completely stupid, but I wasn't on incognito mode. Actually, back then, I don't think there was a Google Chrome. It was all Internet Explorer back then. But you know how, like, it shows your websites on the search bar or whatever, like your frequently visited or whatever it is? Like, for example, if I were to type in www.y, it would come up with the recommendation of YouTube in the little drop-down box. So I guess long story short, when you clear your history, it doesn't clear those recommendations from the search bar. So that's how I ended up getting caught. I don't know what website it was or whatever. It was something. It was all sorts of stuff. My dad was probably like doing something and it just popped up with all this shit. He's like, whoa, what the heck? Like, what's going on here? So that's how I ended up getting caught. I guess that would be my let me catch my son moment. Anyways, that's it for the questions. As always, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. And you can ask me questions on the next Q&A. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.